What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby. It's hotter than a motherfucker 11:30.
It feels like it is like 11,030 degrees outside. My name is Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th. That's all I got. I'm weak.
And what a perfect episode today for Hot Mike Chan.
It's just
Facts.
perfectly fitting. Perfectly
Summer movies.
fitting. We're talking summer movies today.
That's hot.
It's hot. The block is hot.
Yep.
Hot.
Should fire Lil Wayne album.
I mean, last summer we did a horror movies in the woods for like a summertime theme episode. This year we're just going to throw out some movies that make you think summertime. Mm-hmm. All that jazz. I guess that's a good way to put it, huh? Yeah. They don't have to necessarily be set in the summertime.
Whatever makes you think summertime.
Yeah.
It could be a winter movie, but if it makes you think like the summertime, hey.
Summertime, no better time.
There ain't no rule book to this shit. It's our own fucking podcast.
There is a better time than summertime, and that's called fall and spring. Yeah.
Bring on fall.
Yes, bring on the pumpkin. Bring on the pumpkins.
Bring on autumn.
Yeah.
Autumn.
Why? Have you ever called it autumn?
I've never called it
autumn.
No, I've never. Have you ever seen a cornucopia of things for Thanksgiving either? Why is that such a thing?
Yeah.
I hate the word.
I think we discussed this before. A cornucopia.
Does that remind you of bugles?
Yeah, a very enlarged bugle.
Yep.
Were you one of the people
Shout
that
out to
put bugles on your fingers and everything? So you
Freddy
have like
Krueger.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger claws.
For sure.
Yep.
Shout out bugles.
Freddie Bugle. That didn't hit.
Freddie Bugle Claws.
Yeah. Shout out to Trouble Spirit. Shout out to Revolution One Media. The Natural Disasters. Mr. Meat Sauce Virgil. Both Mean Jeans. Jimmy Hart. Sanchez Turner. America Steen. Cocaine Pillman. And the lovely Miss Elizabeth.
They're all here and in attendance for today.
Who's starting it off? We're talking summer movies. Let's go.
I'll start off with the ultimate summertime movie, and I'm a big fan, especially in the summertime, of creature features. Shark movies, alligator movies, all that good stuff. So the ultimate creature feature movie is Jaws.
Yeah.
And for a summertime movie, you can't.
I mean,
that's the best.
It's the shark movie.
Yeah, it's the shark movie. Yeah. It's like the ultimate summertime movie, even if you're not a horror fan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Jimmy just took a dive right there.
Hey, Jimmy took a dive in the pool, dude. We'll let Jimmy can chill there the rest of the episode. It's fine.
Damn, Jimmy.
It's too hot.
All right. But yeah, we'll go with Jaws as the first one we'll mention.
Jimmy did not like Jaws at all. He killed himself other than listening to that. Another word spoke.
He got out of
R.I.P.
here.
Jimmy Hart. It was nice knowing you. We appreciate your endeavors. And
wow, that was...
I'm going to go somewhere a little similar, not at all, to Jaws.
Okay.
Caddyshack 1.
Yes, it's a great one.
Yeah.
Good call.
Solid, one of the greatest comedies ever.
Yes.
Yep.
Star-studded cast, but it all takes place, at a golf course in the summertime.
Yep.
And it just gives you that vibe, and it's a hilarious movie. I even like the second one as bad as it is. It's not near as good as the first, but I enjoy it. And it's also summer.
Yeah, I have fun too with that one. But
Randy
that's
Quaid's
great
in the second one. That's why I like it, Really nice, Clark. Try putting with that crammed up your crack. You gave somebody a wedgie and then said that. You just assaulted somebody in front of like 200 people.
Yep.
Greatness.
Just laughed about it.
I was getting ready to go against the grain whenever you was about to say your best movie, but I couldn't because you said Jaws. But I'm going to go with Superbad.
Oh,
that's
yes.
my number one. Probably
Love
like summertime movie.
Love that one.
Oh, great one, dude.
Yep.
McLovin.
That's one of my favorite comedies ever.
Oh, it's one of the best.
Yep.
It's solid all the way around. There's so many people in that movie too. I mean, just Bill Hader, early Bill Hader, and Seth Rogen.
Yep.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. I mean, just that movie hits.
Michael Cera. That's where he started.
The movie just hits so.
Jonah Hill. I mean, it's so funny.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that in a while. I need to bring that one back out.
I watch it once a year at least. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite comedies of all time, especially newer ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really what got all that started. I feel like all
Yep.
those fire but yeah, I'm Superbad's fire.
Yeah. All right, I'll string off of that one. Another summertime 4th of July movie. We talked about this one in our baseball episode, but The Sandlot.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Classic.
At the pool.
Shout
Winston Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah, shout out Squints.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just any kind of baseball movie just puts you in that summertime feel as well. But I think The Sandlot, especially when they're playing under the fireworks and everything, is just greatness.
Yeah.
It's a relatable movie. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's perfect.
Well, there's another baseball movie that I got wrote down that's not, because Sandlot I knew is a given, but another one that I equate to like summertime was Little Big League, just because I watched that movie so many times as a kid, especially during baseball season, which was majority summer.
Yeah.
You know, April, May through July, August, like, and I used to love that movie, man. I mean, obviously, they played in Minnesota, so they don't play, like, it doesn't give you that much of a vibe. But with it being a baseball movie,
Well, the scenes where they're out on the boat and everything on the lake and everything like that, you catch it
outside
on
the baseball scenes. But
it's a good one.
it's always been one of my favorite baseball movies.
Love that one, especially as a stat guy you are and everything.
Billy Haywood, dude.
Yeah. Living the dream as a kid.
Oh, dude.
All right.
That one's
Dazed
on my-
and Confused.
That one's on my list, dude. That's probably my favorite Linklater. How do you say his last name? Linklater.
Yeah, they may be the only one of his I really like.
Yeah, I mean it's so.
I've
damn
tried
good.
watching some of his other ones that I just.
Matthew McConaughey. Just so many. You got early Rip from
Absolutely.
from Yellowstone in
Absolutely, early Rip.
there.
Ben Affleck,
Ben Affleck, yeah.
biggest piece of shit of all time in the movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
his performance was awesome in that.
All the awesome.
Straight up
The
school
soundtrack
bully.
is freaking amazing to that one.
Yep.
I mean, it's just it hits. It starts off the movie. It's the last day of school, getting ready for summertime and everything. It hits all.
Yeah, I think everybody can pick a character in that movie that
Oh,
they
yeah.
can relate to, because it's just such a wide spectrum of characters.
I agree. And then I'll throw one. I got The Goonies for a summertime
Oh, yeah.
movie too. It's just.
It is undeniable.
I mean, just as a kid, we had woods across the street from our house and everything. So, of course, as a kid, you're thinking buried treasures out in the woods by your house and everything. So that's in the summertime. We were constantly out in those woods, just raising a ruckus.
Raising a ruckus for sure. Ruckuses were definitely raised. Yeah, that's a fire one, dude. Goonies is a fire one. Stand By Me. I'll throw that one out there.
Shout out Brandon. That's one of
Shout out
Brandon.
Brandon E. Just kind of going alongside of Goonies vibes. You always get Stand By Me. They're completely different movies, but just because it's a group of kids on a mission, basically. Yeah. It's got summertime vibes to it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Another one for me would be Heavyweights.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. Good call.
For sure. Because, I mean, they're at fat camp, summer
Yes.
camp.
Perkins Power.
It's Tony Perkis, Ben Stiller. It's Kenan Thompson.
Yes.
Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks is in it. Shawn Weiss, he's great in it.
That go-kart race at the end.
Oh, dude, it's
I
so
wanted to
good.
be that kid. I wanted to be that and what's it, Macintosh from Blank Check. I wanted to be them so bad from those scenes. Those kids just riding the go-karts. And Macintosh had a freaking go-kart track in his backyard.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, Heavyweights is undeniably fire.
Yeah, that's a
Still
great
does
call. That's a great pull right there. Summer camps.
My next one is from this year, The Snack Shack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, have y'all seen it yet?
I have not seen
No, I
that.
haven't watched it yet.
It's perfect.
What's it
perfect for summertime. You still have to stream it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they have
Anybody
not
recognizable in it?
No, not that I know of. Not anyone not any great actors or anything. I mean, they're good actors, but they're just all new actors. I don't
Okay,
really know
nice.
any of them.
I have
But
to look that one up.
it's just basically two teenage boys rent a snack shack and start flipping all kinds of stuff out of it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Flip that bitch.
Yeah,
There we go.
good stuff. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who
Yeah,
hasn't
I'm
seen
gonna have
it
to look
since
that
it's a
one up.
newer one.
So it's a 2024 movie?
Mhm.
Nice. I'll put that one on
We'll
the
talk
list.
about that one
Oh, yeah,
more a
but-
little bit later.
I'll throw one. 1996, Independence Day.
Okay.
With Will Smith.
Pre-slap.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Way
pre-slap.
Yeah.
But I mean, that movie, I think it came out on 4th of July weekend back in the day and everything, and all the hype. And the movie's great. It's mid-90s action movie.
Yeah.
The sequel, not so much.
Terrible.
Shoo. But yeah, Independence Day always makes me think summertime, seeing that one. It's always on the summertime watch list.
Shout out Bill Pullman.
Yes. Great president. And your boy Dennis Quaid's in that one too.
Absolutely. Old cousin Eddie's brother.
Yeah, flying up into the butthole of that spaceship.
Shout out to flying in the buttholes, dude. Speaking of the Quades, National Lampoon's Vacation.
It has to be on there.
Yep.
Has to be
The
on there.
definitive summer movie for me. Taking the family truckster across the world to go to Wally World. Chevy Chase had infinite optimism,
Yeah.
but you can kind of confuse that optimism with just being clueless and naive about things.
Yeah.
But it makes some of the best movies of all time.
Yeah.
And National Lampoon's Vacation is one of the greatest comedies ever. I think it's the best comedy movie. It's not my favorite. It's my second favorite. I think Dumb and Dumber is my favorite comedy of all time. But I think that National Lampoon's Vacation is probably the best comedy.
And you get that John Candy little fix at the end of
You
it.
get
too.
John Candy in there. You get the introduction to Cousin Eddie.
Yes.
This is where you find out about Cousin Eddie.
And the rest is history.
Oh, dude, honky lips when they spray painted on his car.
Oh,
Go ahead.
no, I would say that's a great call right there. That's ultimate summertime trip. Just
We've all taken trips as kids, especially we're all roughly the same age.
yeah.
And that's how trips were in the 80s and 90s, man.
Oh, yeah.
The station wagon, or if you're lucky and you had a van.
Yeah, we had that old Astro van back in the day.
We had the Chevy. We had the Ford Aerostar.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
with
yeah.
that sliding door, boy. Many naps were taken in the back seat of that van, man.
Man, the
My
old
dad used to run a paper route in that thing in the middle of the night. He worked 2 jobs.
Holy cow!
And he would get up. He would work 9 to 5, and then at night, from like midnight to 3 a.m., he would go and deliver the Tennessean papers.
The
Just
shocks
sling.
on that thing was gone, wasn't it?
So, dude,
You
yeah,
felt
so-
every bump.
Yeah, we had a cat that was asleep. One of our cats was asleep on top of the van
Yep.
and jumped off and just ran into the woods
Mm.
when he was on the paper route. So hopefully they lived a good life after that. We never could find them.
Man, yeah, we had the old school Astro van. We actually had like a little tiny TV up in the top.
Oh yeah, so y'all were fancy.
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
were
have
fancy.
a TV, but we had the van though. We had that sliding door. You can tell me shit when I had that sliding door.
Good shit.
What did y'all think about the movie Vacation with Ed Helm?
It's all right.
I can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
I wasn't a big fan of
I
that
watched it
one.
with Mel, but I refused. I didn't want to ever watch it, and then we watched it when I was on TV.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's at the
not
bottom
a
of the list of the
They
vacation.
should not have called it Vacation.
Yeah, it's what you would think it would be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just way overboard. I'm a big Ed Helms fan though. I like
Yeah.
him, but it just wasn't right.
Yeah, I think if they would have went a different direction with it may have been better.
Yeah,
But the next one I got is I Know What You Did Last Summer.
that's a good one. Great one.
Yeah.
I mean, another based around the 4th of July and everything
Yep.
too.
I think that horror movie gets slept on a lot.
I
That's a really good one.
I love it. What are you waiting
Yeah.
for? Jennifer,
Yep.
shout out Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, she was
Shout out to her.
man after coming right off a Party of 5 and everything.
Shout out to the WB. Shout out Dawson's Creek. Shout out to was Charmed.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alyssa Milano on that
Shout
one.
out to Charmed. Never watched Charmed, but definitely watched Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
Until they
Yeah.
went to college, then it got shitty.
But yeah, I know.
Shout-
Ryan Philip.
Yep.
Shout out to Ron Flip.
I've got one. We talked about this one before we started filming. I know you've seen it, but it's called The Way Way Back.
Great
Came
one.
out in 2013. Has Steve Carell, Toni Collette, and Sam Rockwell in it.
Yep.
Based around a water park. Kid gets a job at a water park because he don't get along with his stepdad, and Sam Rockwell. I said it before. I think Sam Rockwell is super underrated as an actor.
He's a great actor, bro. He's great in that. He's also in another movie, dude, and it's Hell or High Water. He's in it with him,
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, a Taylor Sheridan movie.
Yeah, he's firing that one too, bro. Sam Rockwell is super underrated.
Yeah,
dude.
I think he's super underrated as an actor.
He's the best thing about Way Way Back. For sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, just his personality.
And it's just weird seeing Steve Carell as a douche, man.
Oh,
he's not
dude.
a douche in anything else that I know of.
No, he's a complete ass in
Yeah.
this one. You need to check that. You and Harley, I think you and
Yeah.
Harley
Y'all
would really
definitely
like that
like
one.
Yeah, it
That's
sounds
on
like
Hulu.
Have you ever seen Little Miss Sunshine
Nope.
with Steve Carell in it? With,
No.
with the little girl, and she's they're trying to get her to a beauty pageant. It's a good summertime flick too because they're traveling across the country to get.
After watching Foxcatcher,
It kind of
I
scarred you. On
I
Steve
can't
Carell.
watch. Yeah, just because he
I
done
never watched
such
that
a
one.
great job
Yeah.
in that movie. Like,
Dude.
man, I don't want to watch him in serious movies.
Yeah,
I like
he's-
the comedy.
That's
but-
another one you can say where he's super underrated as an
Yeah.
actor because when you think of Steve Carell, you think 40-Year-Old Virgin, you think The
Mhm.
Office, you think comedy.
Yep.
But if you watch Foxcatcher, that's not the Steve
No.
Carell you're used to.
No, it's a
So good, good
to-
call.
Totally different switch.
Yeah,
I like just go with it. With
Oh yeah, Adam Sandler and
Adams-
Jennifer
yep.
Aniston.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a great one. One of his best. One of
Yeah.
Sandler's best ones.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that's. It has what's her name that's married to Kate Upton in that one. Is that the
Is
one
it
on the
Ka-
beach and stuff?
Is it Kate Upton?
Brooklyn Decker.
Brooklyn
yeah.
Decker, yes, that's
Yeah.
who it was. That's who it was.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, Brooklyn Decker.
Both
Yeah.
of them are great, but yes, good call. Yeah, that's a good one.
Great one, dude. Sandler's got a few that I like.
Yeah, he.
More
Grown Ups is a fun. The first Grown Ups is a good summertime movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
With everything. Adventureland was with
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse
Yeah.
Eisenberg and
I like that
everything.
one. I remember liking that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's all set up. He graduates from college, thinking that he's going to go on like this European trip and all that stuff, and his parents tell him that he can't.
Very
they-
dry humor.
Yeah, and everything. He has to get the. It reminds me like the theme park in that one reminds me of Opryland because it's set up in the late '80s. It has that Opryland feel to it. Shout out Opryland, we miss you.
Yeah.
Come on back.
Yes, we gladly take you back in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Come back, Opryland.
I'm gonna go with a comedy, and then the last couple that I have are gonna be horror movies. But Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I feel like is a really good one summer
Yep.
movie because the majority of the entire movie, it's over 2 hours. It takes place on like an island.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was that where Russell Brand got his first kickoff and everything.
I don't know if it was his first, but I remember that Get Him to the Greek was basically a sequel to Forgetting Sarah
Yeah,
Marshall.
yeah, yes.
With Jonah Hill's character and Russell Brand's
Yeah.
character. But Jason Segel?
Yeah,
He is hilarious in it. And then Bill Hader's in it some. But then you got, what's the girl that's married to Dak Shepard?
oh,
I'm the worst.
We're-
at it, bro.
I know you're blonde haired
Something
chick,
Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, there we go.
She's great. That movie's hilarious. And then also, too, you got Mila Kunis.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's such a good movie, dude. It's one of my favorites too. It's like I like it better than
I haven't
Knocked
seen
Up.
that. I need to rewatch that one. That's
Yeah.
so.
It's so
such a
good, bro.
one.
It's Superbad's my favorite, but I would probably for me and all those little groups of movies, Superbad and then Forgetting Sarah Marshall would be my number 2.
yeah. Except for that whole scene where he's walking, where Jason Segel's walking around.
Yeah, he shows a lot of his wiener at the beginning. which I
Hashtag
wasn't a
wiener
fan of.
dangle going
wiener
on in that
dangle
one.
I was not a fan of at all. I've seen too much of that dude's wiener in that movie. But other than that, I mean, you just look away, I guess. But yeah, man, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I'm gonna throw a horror summertime one off of it. I know you're a big fan of it. I'm not so much, but Motel Hell.
Oh yeah, Motel Hell. Yeah, I didn't think about it being a summer.
Yeah, it's just where it's just out there on that farm. It's in the heat and everything.
Yeah.
I thought it would be more. There's not as many. The kills weren't there for me. Is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
It's very bland when it comes to that. I know you're a big fan of it.
Yeah, but I get why people don't like it.
The look of it when he has the pig head on and with the chainsaw and all that shit. It's an awesome look to him.
Yeah.
But then it kind of fall flat for me.
No, for sure.
It's one
it
I
is a
never
summertime horror movie though.
But
Chance.
I like Dirty Dancing.
yes, I
First.
love that one.
Yeah.
I need to watch that with Mel, man. I'm tripping.
You haven't watched it yet?
Never.
You've never seen Dirty Dancing?
Oh my goodness.
And see, Jordan is one of those. He refuses to watch Dirty Dancing. He's never seen it, but refuses to watch it
I remember him saying that.
Why?
because everybody says it's so good, and he's just like, "No,
It's
I'm
a
just."
spite thing.
It's a spite thing
Yeah.
where everybody's like, "Oh man, you need to watch it." He's like, "No, I'm not going to watch it now."
Yeah.
And it has to do with dancing, of course, with
Yeah,
Jordan
yeah.
and everything too.
Yeah.
So,
No, for
but yeah,
sure.
Dirty Dancing is a great call because they're at that summer camp.
Mhm.
Well, not a camp, but that summer.
Vacation. Like,
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yep.
I like that one.
Good one.
There's a great soundtrack to that one too.
Yeah. Just a fun movie.
And you can't beat Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
The Sways, man. R.I.P. P. Sways.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes yours, man?
You want to go?
Cabin Fever.
Yes.
Outstanding summertime horror flick. I think it's from 03, 04. They remade it in like 2016. It's the exact same movie. I don't know why they remade it 12
Yeah.
years later. The Eli Roth one is so good.
Yeah.
I think it's got humor in it. It's got some really dope practical effects about a flesh-eating disease. These group of kids, not kids, they're young adults. They go out to this cabin for the weekend or for a group of so much time, and they start getting fucked up by this flesh-eating disease. It's in the water. I love it. I think it's great. It's got some really spooky effects in it, like when it starts eating through their flesh and shit.
Yeah, and it's Eli Roth, so you know it's going to be gory as hell.
And you can argue, since we're talking about Eli Roth, Hostel
I was about
is
to-
a summer movie.
Yeah, I was about to bring
They're
that
on,
one up.
Summer Vacation.
Yeah, they're backpacking through Europe and all that stuff. And
I love the Hostel movies, but the first two, they're you got to be in a mood to watch them.
Yeah,
But they are
It's
great horror movies.
Yeah.
They're torture porn.
yeah,
is
yeah.
what they are.
They're rough, but man, the practical effects once again come through the win on that one.
Yeah.
I'll throw another one off, an early '90s one. It makes me think of Arachnophobia
Okay.
with Jeff Bridges in
Yep.
it. It makes me think summertime and just spiders everywhere. I hate them. Any dead spider is a good spider to me. I'm smashing one anytime I see one. But that movie, Jeff Bridges in that one. Not Jeff Bridges. Jeff Daniels. God, it's a struggle. We're on the struggle bus today. Jeff Daniels in that one, and I went brain dead again. John Goodman's in that one too. God bless. Whew, this is rough.
It gets easier after episode 71.
I hope so. God.
Chance.
This one just is barely summer. Scream.
Yeah. Okay.
School's out for summer.
There you go.
We got murder happening.
We got murder.
School's out for summer. Guess who's clocking in?
Yeah.
Murderers clocking in.
We know how much of a Scream fan you are too. So
Yeah.
You can't.
it's
You can't
good.
beat the first Scream with a goddamn stick.
No.
It's
Nope.
one of the best horror movies ever made.
I agree.
Yeah.
Top
I agree.
20 horror movies ever.
And
Yes.
my favorite horror franchise now.
Boom.
Well, I can argue that as far as it having the most watchable films.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. The
Yeah.
more that they're doing, they're putting themselves in that discussion.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they're up there with all the big boys.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. Not this most recent one, but the one before it was
She.
dog shit.
Yeah.
Was that 5? 5
Yes.
was bad.
Yeah.
Six has
was-
some spots too, but
Yeah.
I like 6 better. We're getting off track. Scream 1 for sure. Great. I could see it being a summertime horror movie. The last one I'm going to name, and you can actually group them together. I'll put both pictures on the screen. Hills Have Eyes.
Yep.
The original with Michael
the
Berryman
remake.
and the remake. Dead of Summer. The entire movie in both films, the remake and the original, takes place outside in the desert area. You know? And the whole summertime vibe, terrifying movie.
Yeah.
Love them both. I think the remake is better. It's very hard to watch at times. But I
it's
think
solid.
They're
That first
summertime
one,
horror films, bro.
You put that right there in the category with Texas Chainsaw Massacre because you're watching it, you're freaking instantly sweating watching it, just from the heat and all that.
Imagine watching one of those movies out here.
No.
Yeah.
Let's watching that
You'd
first
really-
Texas Chainsaw Massacre while we're out here.
You'd really be hot.
You'd be sweaty. Got sweaty. I got one, The Descent. They're going spelunking out there in the woods and everything.
I hate that word.
Spelunking. I can't spell it.
That sounds like you're doing some nasty stuff.
They go cave dive. Is cave diving better, or
No,
cave exploring?
Spelunking the right term.
Oh,
Why wouldn't you just say cave diving?
Because
Why are you gonna go with such a difficult word?
Because it was probably brought up. It was
spelunking last night. Like, well, who was you doing that to?
But have you ever seen The Descent, Chance?
Mm-mm.
Well, I think we've discussed this before.
Yep.
You definitely. It's a creature feature, but it's so good. They go into these caves, and then all hell breaks loose. And the worst creatures in the whole movie are the females in it. Some of the females. But man, it's a great summertime. It's a good mix in right here with the summertime because they're out in the woods. I think it's a place in the Appalachian Mountains, if I'm going to be honest with you. So
Yeah. Right
Yeah.
up my alley.
go check it out. And I got another one for you too, Cabin in the Woods
Yeah.
from
Okay.
2011.
That's a good one.
With Chris Hemsworth. That ending where they're in the underneath place or whatever that thing is, when all the animal creatures come out. Dude, it's insane. And the Little Mermaid, the unicorn, all that shit. I think that's an underrated one too.
Yep.
No, for sure. Chance, you gonna round us out there, Bull?
Yeah, I got a couple that we have to mention.
Okay.
One is Grease.
Okay, yeah.
That's a
Summer
some
lovin',
Yep.
had me a blast.
I mean, there's aspects of summer in there. So
Yeah, Melissa and P love that movie.
yep. And then Point Break.
Oh, yes. Hell yes,
Yep.
dude.
Hell
Hell yeah. Another Swayze hit right there.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Peace Ways, dude.
Man.
Don't watch the remake though, guys.
No.
Nah, the remake's no bueno. Would you put Us, the Jordan Peele's Us, as like
Yeah.
a summertime horror movie?
I would say so.
I've only seen it once and I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I mean, if it says that in that list, then I guess so.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember summer vibes per se, but
Well,
They're-
they are at the
they're at
lake
the-
and everything.
Yeah, and they're at the carnival. at
Yeah, the
beginning of
carnival and all
fair.
that stuff.
yeah. No, okay, yeah.
Nah,
I was
so,
I was blending some of
the new
first
one.
No, the
Oh,
first one.
oh my God!
Get out.
Get out!
We're awful, man. We all have secrets. All three of us.
What has happened? We are glitching like nobody's business tonight. Just
Glitcherooski. No,
yeah.
I can't think of that.
I can't go without saying this one. This is the last one I'll say. Weekend and motherfucking.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah.
almost forgot.
I was just about to
Whoa.
I
mention that.
almost forgot.
Almost.
How could I forget?
You can't.
And we're gonna patch in. Shout out to R.I.P. Patch Adams. We're gonna patch in with Weekend at Bernie's here. We're gonna throw in Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, another yes.
Two
dude.
bangers that I watched as a kid.
That's-
both summertime heavy. Obviously, summer camp is Ernest P. Worrell at Camp Kikiki.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out.
Shout
They
out
ain't
Montgomery
gonna
Bell Park.
They ain't gonna get this camp. You know what I mean? And Weekend at Bernie's speaks for itself. It's one of the greatest fucking comedies of all time, dude.
Yeah.
They made a dead guy. Everybody thought he was alive for an entire weekend. He got laid. He got drunk. He got fucking stoned. All after he was dead. So shout out to Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Weekend at Bernie's too?
I like the dancing part.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, the movie's terrible. But
I like the dancing part.
yeah, him doing the little dance, that's funny. But it's real bad.
Yeah, the first one by far is way above that one. That's a good call. That's a good one. You got any more?
That's all I got.
That's all you got? I'll throw one more. It's a Meryl Streep movie. With Kevin Bacon plays the bad guy on it. The River Wild. Have you ever seen that one where they're white water rafting and everything? Meryl Streep and her son get kind of like kidnapped on the river by Kevin Bacon and all them because they're trying. I forget what they're trying to find, but it all sets like white water rafting and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool movie.
I've heard of
Other than Meryl Streep, I'm not a big Meryl Streep fan.
I'm
but-
a diehard Meryl Streep fan. Dude. I know all of her movies.
Now, one movie that we all hated more than anything that takes place in the summertime was Mid fucking Summer. Hated it.
I avoided that one for a
I
long
hated
time.
it. I hated it when I saw it in the theater, and then I watched it again, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. I liked it better
The second
when
time?
Yeah, but I can't say I like the movie. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, I hated
it
it.
was worth
Um,
one watch,
Yeah.
maybe two.
I've watched it one time and I'll never watch it again.
It's
Worst
rough.
movie experience of my freaking life was in that.
Well, yeah, me and Tony were sitting next to two very elderly women. I don't know how they got in there and why they.
And
thought
they had to sit right next to us.
Yeah, dude, and we were sitting up front too, which
Yeah.
we never liked doing. So we were like, it was.
And then that whole bar, that not the barn scene, but the whole where the group of women are, and then the one woman and the guy, and some things, and she's helping him do some stuff. That was so odd sitting there.
It's the weirdest it's the weirdest sex scene I've ever seen.
Did they try to drug you and take you home?
No, because I got the hell up out of there after we left from that movie.
No, Simon
Yeah, that movie was terrible. And I loved Hereditary.
Yeah.
Bo is Afraid was fire, bro. Y'all
I need to
watch
check that one out.
It's interesting. But yeah,
But yeah,
shout out to summertime movies, man.
episode 71 in the books. We're almost,
You know what I mean?
we're almost to 100. We're inching closer to 100 freaking
We
episodes.
almost at
Getting there.
$100, baby.
Dude, it's crazy to think about.
Yep.
Almost at $100.
But we're there. We're getting there. Thanks to y'all. Appreciate
man.
y'all. Yeah, if you haven't subbed to us, please sub. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We got Instagram. We got TikTok.
Facebook.
Facebook, all that good stuff. We post on there regularly.
And we know you watching, so just hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, we know you watching.
Hit the subscribe button, man. You know what I mean? Leave us a comment. Let us know what y'all like to watch in the summertime. And shout out to Trouble Spirits, Revolution One Media, and all of the wrestlers, including the one that Jimmy Hart
R.I.P.
dove off the
Dude,
front
he
set.
took a freaking
He took a swan
Matt
dive.
Hardy,
Dude.
not a Matt Hardy, a
Swanton
Jeff Hardy
bomb.
swanton. I've messed that up too. Good gosh.
Yeah, Tony's having a stroke. So we're going to get in our air conditioners, and we love y'all. Subscribe to the channel.
Out this motherfucker.